Good evening, one and all. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me in the commentary box is Ali Mitchell.
Thanks for the fabulous introduction. We're just about ready to get underway.
Thanks, Alison. We're to go down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
Well, I'm not surprised. I think anyone would have batted first in these conditions. I reckon the openers will be licking their lips. Samson opening the batting, right-hander, very capable with the bat. Gaikwad will be at the non-striker's end first up.
Here we go with the first ball of the match. Nothing better than getting a match started and hearing the sound of leather on willow. Perfect square drive, foot to the pitch of the ball. It's a long chase. The fielder won't stop that one.
As on the side of bowling, slightly fuller, and they've been put away. The fielders, they could have taken a couple possibly. The fielders, they could have taken a couple possibly.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Right out of the middle. Singh coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Cuts that off well in the infield. Catches win matches, and that was a beauty.
Right-hander in the middle, ready to face their first ball.
One different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Wow, that's missed a lot.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
They'll get at least one here. Gaikwad ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Dug that out well. Was quick onto that in the infield. Gaikwad taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Punch down the ground. Mid-off and mid-on in pursuit. Shot, should be runs here.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
Big edge, where's that going? A new bowler is coming into the attack. Shepherd over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be four.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Straight to the fielder. Nice shot. Runs possible.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot.
The loose full one goes unpunished.
Going with pace now. Finds the fielder with that shot. He runs here.
Left that one a bit too much width to tempt the shot.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Edge, but it drops safely. And a brilliant take by the keeper.
Short, the new batter, right-hander, will look to settle in quickly. He's got their tail up.
Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right.
Safraz coming in, but he'll be starting from the non-strikers end for now.
Nice shot. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
I'll get at least one here. That's a much better over. Good comeback after being smacked around a bit in the previous over. Outside the circle.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Pandya, the spinner, coming into the attack. Cracking shot over pitch and got what it deserved. That's 4 more.
That was a beautiful shot. Rocks onto the back foot and stabs the ball away. Fielders had no chance. I'm liking the look of this field. If the bowlers stick to their plans, it should be tough to score. They still have some protection.
Doesn't beat the infield. And safe hands from the keeper.
are just about ready to go out in the middle.
Power and precision in that shot. Well, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
Kohli with a beautiful piece of fielding.
The captain moves the field back a bit here, trying to prevent boundaries.
Going with spin now. Edged, unplayable. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Edge, but it drops safely. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitching it on a length is obviously the way to go. Edge, what a ball. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Dubé, the new man at the crease. Left-hander, he's a lovely player to watch and will want to make a good score today.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Finds the edge.
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads though, not the bats.
Oh well, don't even bother running.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller. He's been put away. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Edge, amazing delivery. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it and I'll get at least one here. Overton ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Wow, that's missed the lot. Big game today. Two straight and punch through the leg side. Mid-wicket in hot pursuit.
That's a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Bowler stopped short there. Maybe didn't like the feel of their approach. That's two defensive shots in a row. That'll put a halt in their momentum. Dug that out well. Power and precision in that shot. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Chance, he was fairly easy.
Henry, the new batter in the middle, right-hander, will want a solid start to their innings.
Great commitment. Edged, what a ball. Let's just see if they can get that ball.
Better than that, better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Edged it, no one there. Could be 4.
It didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Two boundaries. David back into bowl here. They'll be wanting to improve their figures. A wicket would do nicely. Right out of the middle. Edge, but it drops safely. Finds the fielder with that shot. Straight to the fielder.
Into the 15th over, the Super Kings are now on 85.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Sharma over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
Never an extra run on that arm. New batter the right-hander taking guard. We're into the lower order now. He's got their tail up.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Into the 16th over, the Super Kings are now 87 from 9.
David coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far. Outside edge, and doesn't carry. Well bowled there. Gone. Great reflexes. Belts it away. Salt with 4 more.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
It's really hard not to get caught up in the excitement. The crowd are loving every minute of this match. Couldn't get it through the field.
That shot allows them to get off the mark.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Sheffer, worry about.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
Change of bowling, the right over is coming into the attack.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Good return back from the deep.
That looks gone. A beautiful piece of fielding. Solid shot. That's going for 4.
There was a gap there and pulled away with conviction to the boundary. Partidar, the new man in the middle. Wants to get feet moving, get behind the line of the ball nice and early and really get stuck into his innings.
Misses everything. End of the over. The Royal Challengers 19 for 2.
Off to a strong start. 2 excellent overs to begin with.
Overton back on now. No. Terrible shot.
Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
Lovely balance, leant back and punched behind point. The ball heading to the boundary. That's a ridiculous catch. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Wow, that's missed a lot.
They've settled into a nice rhythm that over, it seems.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Big opportunity missed. A terrible delivery that was begging to be hit.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs.
4 down, ahead of the required rate at the moment, and just ticking the scoreboard over nicely.
Oh, Bolden, what a beauty. Swung in and the stump's knocked over.
David out in the middle, lovely player to watch once in. Looks quite relaxed too.
Oh, that's hit them at pace. That looked painful.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle. My, that's just flown off the middle.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early and it was dispatched with a plum.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. He's quick onto that in the infield. David muscles that away. It's flat and hard and 4 more.
They're still ahead of the run rate. Bowlers are doing a solid job. The fielders just need to cut down the number of singles at the moment. Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shots. A little late on that. No runs scored.
Nice shot. Cut away. Running towards the boundary. That'll take some chasing.
Let it come to them. Got enough bat on it to send it down to the deep third boundary.
just need to keep it simple. Line and length, roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Ah, shot. Had to generate some pace off the spinner. But it's a fine late cut for 4.
Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Oh my, that's racing away.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter and a great shot off the back foot.
Always difficult to focus after
Those in this over.
Finds a fielder with that shot. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Great shot. Rode the ball up with him and cut through point.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps. Picked it early, got into position well, and punched it to the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Lovely balance, leant back and punch behind point. The ball heading to the boundary.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
A poor over. The captain's going to have to make big decisions on this bowling attack if this continues.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket.
That was lovely bowling, just not getting the reward it deserved. Must have been a whisker away from hitting the wickets. Good throw from the deep, bang on target. Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Henry has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie one end down. Runs have been flowing a little too easily.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Not tempted to play at that one.
A well-directed short ball sways out of the way.
Perfectly timed.
Good return there, back from the deep. I'm surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run. The loose full one goes unpunished.
Power and precision in that shot. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure. in the infield.
That shot allows them to get off the mark. Off the mark.
Lovely bowling. The bowler looks really confident. It's the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands. That is quite extraordinary. Sharma, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Very disheartening seeing good delivery smacked around. Sometimes though, you just got to accept it and move on. Accept it and move on. Oh geez, they've hit that beautifully. That was gloriously met. 2 maximums in a row. Is it a sign of things to come?
Follows up the first 6 with an even better strike. Impressive hitting display at the moment. Maybe they didn't pick that up. Very late on the shot.
Ahmad back into the attack. Oh, great ball.
That was very close to clipping the top of the stumps. Played down the complete wrong line there.
Shot over pitch and got what it deserved. That's 4 more. That's the end of our broadcast for now. I hope you enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.